Hi guys, this is Karthik. I work in IT industry.
Hi everyone, I'm Sahana. I work for an investment bank here in Bangalore.
So we'd like to share some nuggets about how to set your priorities. So I think we there were so many speakers who covered about the desire, burning desire, and stuff like that. So before setting priorities, we need to know why we need to set priorities. This why topic is very close to my heart always. So I want to talk about the why part before moving to priorities. I think this wheel of life, which was given by Vijay. So as you see in everyone's life, we have eight spokes. Okay, career, money, health, friends and family, a spouse, personal growth, fun and recreation, physical environment. So initially when I was a bachelor, I was mainly focusing on money and career, because the money comes from career obviously, right? And health and friends and family was there. So once I got married, I realized that I need to focus on spouse and gelling along with spouse, especially during this lockdown is we need to work on that, right? So all these things and fun and education was there. Like I used to watch movies and get some fun out of there. So these things were all are there. Some eight spokes. I think I was concentrating on six spokes after marriage. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, actually, it was the same thing for me as well. So I had very less number of. If we probably take all these folks like tanks, I had everything way half full, and I hadn't touched a couple of tanks at all. So if we take any, good movie, so the director has a script from starting to the end with all the content in it, and the more the script it is, I mean, the more the stronger the script, the better the movie is. So if we take probably Bahubali, the script it demanded so many things, like the goal for Prabhas was to maintain his body, or for Anushka, she had to reduce her body from what she had taken from the previous movie. It demanded a bigger set. So there were so many, key points for the movie to become a big hit. So similarly, in our case also, we had so many goals and roles that we had to fulfill, and we thought with the already the number of tanks that we were filling, we thought we wouldn't move ahead. Then that's when we could actually touch on the personal growth and the physical environment that helped us. So when it came to personal growth, it was PIM and book club that really helped us. And physical environment is of course like platforms like this where we get to see like-minded people. But there's one thing, I think we see so many people without a script or without a goal also. I think
Yeah,
how do
like
we?
I think even I didn't have any script like this before. See, there were some movies without script also, they have become hits, but there was certain flops also, right? But what these authors and successful people tell is we need see, if there is no script, if we don't design our life, see, whatever life gives us, we need to accept it. If you like it, if you are happy, then fine. But if you don't like it, you still have to accept it, because you have not designed your life. That is why designing this script, keeping all these tanks is very important. Okay, so now as she was telling, like we need to cover so many things as we grow ahead in professional life and personal life. So how do we set your priorities now, keeping these things in mind? So I think we also have come across this. I'm not sure if everyone has come across this before. So there are four quadrants for setting our priorities. Okay, so coming to the first quadrant, this is important and something which is urgent. So see, these two things are very different, the important and urgency. Okay, you need to differentiate. So see, I'm working. Let's take I'm working in office, and I immediately get some escalation mail. It's urgent. If there is some mail which needs to be action maybe little later, it's not urgent. It's important, right? So something like this, and this comes very urgent. And in life also, like let's take you're picking up your sick kid from the school. It's urgent. Okay, so these things come under urgent quadrant, which needs to be taken first priority. And the second quadrant is important but not urgent. So what is it then? See, some things like attending this book club, sharing these learnings, this is not urgent. But keeping the script and the role and the goal in mind, this is very important for me to achieve my those things. This book club plays a very crucial role, reading that and sharing these things. So that is what those things come under this quadrant, like strategic planning, professional development, exercise. We all know, right? Exercise and running is all very good for health. It's not urgent, right? But it is important. So these two things come under this two quadrants.
Okay, I like the last two because it's very something that we all do it, but we really don't concentrate on this one because not important but urgent. So when you take this the third quadrant, it's not important, but it really needs to be attended immediately. Like so, if we say, especially during the lockdown, I realized this a lot because and having no maid and cook, it actually doubled a lot of my work. So when I had the opportunity to delegate it and take help from my cook, or planning a day for that matter actually helped me. Although it was not very important, but I could have just managed it. But it was really urgent for me because I had to put the first two quadrants first, finish them, and then I had to do this. So rather I would delegate it, if it says having a team. For example, especially when you are growing in your corporate career, you'll have juniors in your team. So it's good to tell them what you did, so it is a learning for them as well, plus it's a delegation to them. So there's a lot of burden that's off your head, that is delegating it. And the last one is really not urgent, not important, but we still spend a lot of our time over there. That's like watching TV and on our phones, and browsing, binge watching. All of that is, they are neither urgent nor important, but it is a part of the life. It just needs to take some time of ours, but not, I think, not everything that is that needs to be included. I mean, it's not like something that has to be done. So we can always look for an alternative for that, and that's what we wanted to share on priority
Yeah, it has
quadrant.
happened sometimes for me also. Like when I take Facebook or WhatsApp, I end up spending more time than focusing on the urgent or important work. So we should know how to balance it. I think that's what we wanted to share. Thank you.
Yeah. I
Thanks.
have one example over here. So we had a town hall meeting of our CEO once, and someone asked him, how do you prioritize your particular day, or any priorities of life? So we were all looking for, he will be telling the organization's name first, because to be frank, he's the top 22nd highest paid CEO. So we all had the feeling that he will say the organization's name, but first what he said was family, then friends, then golf, then the organization. So he actually has placed it in the right order. Of course, job is important for us. It's putting the food on our table. It's very, very important for us to prioritize it. But at the cost of what is the most important thing. So of course, to climb up to a level of CEO, he would have worked so much, right? But by the end of the day, what is he doing it right now? Many successful people do follow that. So to know where to actually prioritize and put things in place leads us to a better success rates. That's what we wanted to share.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Kiran.
Amazing. I think I personally find the best talk of this book club. Loved it. Thank you so much, guys, for putting your heart out. I think now people will know how to prioritize their life. Now people will know how to set their goals, keep things important to them closer, and delegate few things. And then people can do multiple things. If Narendra Modi ji can run India in 24 hours, I'm sure we all can run our life successfully.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.